myself it doesn't mean too much. I keep dying and dying over and over again, and now I feel I'm alive, so I'll just pretend. What's at the end? What's at the end? What's at the end of Satan's rainbow? What's at the end? What's at the end? What's at the end of Satan's rainbow?
AnthroExpo has been a story in the making since 2016, and now that story reaches a fever pitch today with the official opening of our convention.
Dream come true to be standing here in front of all of you guys. I'm not gonna lie, I got teary-eyed walking into this room and seeing all of your faces.
I think it's going fantastic so far. I feel like the energy is really strong, and it seems like people in this region really have been waiting for this kind of event. I see a lot of people who I've met throughout the years in Dallas and other cities who have been forced to travel before this, and now they can actually stay at their own homes and come to this style of event.
I've been in the fandom since I was 14, so about 11 years. It's grown, it's helped me out so much, I've made so much friends, so many friends in the fandom, and I've met my other half in the fandom as well, and everything, so I don't know where I would be without the furry fandom.
I guess I got into the community when I found it back in the 90s, and it took me until 2003 to actually have enough courage to go to a convention, and then I just never looked back, because it's like, okay, these are my people, and it's fun, and I can just be my true self.
I would say I've been furry or otherkin since I was very young. Until I got into middle school, I started making art. I always wanted to be a veterinarian. I always wanted to save and help animals. I always also acted like a dog when I was little, so maybe that contributes a little bit to my love for the furry fandom. I recently re-entered the fandom in 2018 and found AnthroExpo, and this is my place now.
I still remember being a little kid, and when I finally got on the internet for the first time and I saw furries, I actually had already been drawing them and I hadn't realized that. And I remember feeling like, oh no, somebody else already owns this, I can't do this. And then I found out it was an actual fandom, and I was like, yay, I get to do this for forever.
Please repeat the message, it's the music that we choose. Keep 'em out, move on.
I feel like the fandom's really been growing over the past like five to 6 years, and it's something very interesting that I've seen, that there's been a change in demographic. When I first started in this industry, it really seemed to be a male-dominated industry, and there was a certain age group that was prevalent, which was a little bit older. But I can use Midwest Fur Fest as a great example of this year. I had so many customers this year at Midwest Fur Fest that were actually girls between the ages of 10 and 15. That was our largest demographic this year for full partial suits. And I see it here too. The community has expanded so much over the last little bit to actually include everyone, that I'm just super impressed. I'm excited to see over the next few years where it goes. You know, I'm meeting parents that said they thought they would never be at a convention like this, that are telling me that they're planning on coming back next year already.
Everybody's suits are just so cute. I'm dying over here. They're just so precious.
Get it out of the frame. I shake my leg on the ground like an epileptic battery, man. I'm making my moves, letting loose like a bell. Little worse for wear, but I'm wearing it well. Tell me what's wrong with a little grind and bump. When the stereos are rough with the kick, drum, punch. What you do it once, probably do it again and again. You did it before, but you're more erratic than them. When you had a rough night, the ride's just begun. Let a little bit of this pass with its done. Don't let it hold you back like you already said. No dead flowers gonna grow till the dirt gets wet. Put the elevator music on. Pull me back where I belong. The ambulance sings along. The fly on the wall doesn't know what's wrong. If I could forget myself, find another lie to tell. If I had a soul to sell, I'd buy some time to talk to my brain cell. Bucket and a bottle of pain. It's like the schoolhouse lights will never turn on again till the bottom wears off with these high-heeled boots. The body's all moved, some backbone roots. Everybody working hard till the yard's all clean. The dishes wash good in the washing machine. Now you brush your teeth and you comb back your hair. You drive your vehicle like you just didn't care. You walk into work with the boys and the girls and you're doing it to death. It's the end of the world. Now there's everybody.
I don't know what I do sometimes, and that's okay. But I love what I do, and that's what matters, right?
on another bird issue. Windows and why do they exist?
Exactly.
And why must they always be so clean?
Windex, come on, they hate us.
I mean, one minute you're flying and the next you're not. I think as avians, we should have a movement against windows.
Exactly.
Birds against windows.
I particularly like owls. I like when they can turn their head all the way around and stuff. I like that a lot.
Sure.
Oh yeah!
She built this suit herself. It was her first suit. She went from being active duty military to a full-time fursuit maker.
Wow.
And really took a head first dive into the fandom as a maker, and that's something that I really appreciate about her.
I think it's funny that I want to ski, but I'm like, nope, never want one. Because I know how we are. They're going to destroy everything.
It has become apparent that anything that people don't understand is taboo.
The great thing about the furry fandom, though, is despite its stigmatizing effects, it actually acts as a buffer towards stigma. So participating in the fandom, feeling that sense of belonging, can really help you build social relationships and give you a positive sense of well-being. It can even help emotional health and your financial relationship. I think one of the studies was showing that furries go to bat for others. If people need money, they extend a helping hand. If people need, emotional support, they're there to be a shoulder to cry on. When we can start accepting ourselves, we can start really experiencing those more positive outcomes for our social relationships and really accepting our furry identity and allowing ourselves to disclose it to people really has that positive effect on others. So my question is, how does that happen at furry conventions? Because everyone's super welcoming. Like, what specifically about furry conventions is helping facilitate that sense of social belonging? What's interesting is right now in the literature, there's not a whole lot of research on the actual activities of the convention, or what happened, what kinds of activities, this, that, and the other. But so much happens. It's a place where you can be free. It's a place where you can experience escapism in a positive way. It's a place where you can feel free to express your identity. And it's a place where when you leave, it sucks because it's like, oh, it was so good. Now back to real life.
We're all just blown away with the turnout. We're blown away by the engagement we've seen. It's not easy putting together a furry convention, and it's not always easy being in this fandom and identifying as furry. A lot of people don't understand what it entails. It's something I think that a lot of people in the furry fandom can really resonate with. And I think that's why we band together and why we have events like this. And it's important to have this platform so that we can do just that, so that we can celebrate ourselves, our expression, our alter egos. And that's why I love this event. We're all feeling it. I think I'm gonna cry pretty hard tonight at closing ceremonies.
Give me love, give me good times. Here in suburbia, the best you can buy. This is my home. I keep my family inside. I'm late for work now, honey, I gotta fly. He's super straight, yeah. He's super straight. Yeah, he's super straight, honey, he's super straight.
So it's been absolutely fantastic, just because I'm colorblind, and so it's been awesome actually just being encouraged to continue actually pursuing art and trying to overcome that.
It's been crazy welcoming. I mean, I had a lot of anxiety coming into it because I wasn't sure if I thought I was gonna show up and just kind of not have anybody to hang out with, and then out of nowhere we'd have 18 people going to get ramen out of nowhere. It's been so much fun. Everybody is super nice. I mean, you can't find anybody that doesn't want to talk to you, so it's crazy. Yeah.
Furry fandom is what you make it out to be. You pick and choose your own adventure, you take the things that you like from the fandom, you hold on to it, and you don't necessarily have to participate in the things that you don't want to do. I feel like a lot of individual responsibility goes into the experience that you have within the fandom.
Like, what inspired you? What was a defining moment in entering the fandom? All right, thank you. So everybody have a good con? Woo! Yeah!
Weekend comes, it's time for my drugs. And I suck them down, count them 2 by 1. 'Cause they help me remember to forget who I am. And when it's over, babe, that's when it starts up again. He's super straight, yeah, he's super straight.
I don't know what y'all are doing here. We're done. Y'all can pack it up and head home. Welcome to our closing ceremonies. We have a video from the Daily Oklahoman. They did an amazing story on us, guys. Furries don't a lot of times get positive press, and I have to tell you guys, this is probably one of the most positive stories that I've ever. No, I'm not.
You know, I've heard a lot about it, and so I'm just curious what it's like.
I've heard there's a lot of crossover culture with these conventions, or cons, as the cool people say. So it should be interesting. Like already people have some pretty cool, interesting costumes, outfits. I gotta learn the lingo.
You want to give her a hug test? So this is Tasty Peach Studios. We are the sweet, unique boutique. We're based out of South Bend, Indiana.
We are already up over 270 registrations. Those are just, pre-reg and all that we've done. So our booth estimate originally was pretty low. We're bumping that up, it seemed like every hour. So we're not sure what our upper limit's going to be.
Are you a good black fox, or are you a dangerous black fox? Like a mean?
I'm a good one.
You're good. Okay.
As long as somebody doesn't steal my coffee.
See you around a little bit. Alright, thanks for the interview.
No problem. Did you just scratch a furry?
I did. Just had my first furry scratch. And I felt like it scratched an itch in my soul. So AnthroExpo in Oklahoma City is at the Sheraton downtown. So go out there and have some a furrylicious time.
Okay, batch number 147. If you don't want to stand up, you don't have to.
How's everybody doing? And the crowd goes mild. Fantastic. So we have some fantastic items that have been donated that are special edition, have a great story behind them, or for some reason or other are just worth, throwing out there for the public. For example, we'll start it off with this very special. It's a OklaCon 2014 poker and whiskey set. As you will see, you have Al, it just bit me. It now has pagoda blood.
Before I die, I'd like to do something nice. Take my hand and I'll take you for a ride. You hit me, yes
be done. There's nothing to be done. There's nothing to be done. There's nothing to be done. I want to buy you something, but I don't have any money. No, I don't have any money. I want to buy you something, but I don't have any money. No, I don't have any money. I want to buy you something.
All the things that you say, yeah, is it delightful? Just to play my worries away. You're all the things I've got to remember. You shine away. I'll be coming for you. Okay, guys.
Let's get this wrapped up, shall we? You all ready? So for Wild Care for Annex 2020, we were able to raise $5,983. On behalf of myself and the other two owners of the company, we are going to donate $1,500 from Our Way, Oklahoma to Wild Care on top of that total.
Real quick, I wanted to give a big shout out. If you guys have seen all the artwork at the convention, like the banners, more banners, standees banners, the standee banners, the banner banners, all that was done by our wonderful artists and volunteer artists. And I want to give a big shout out to them because they worked really hard to get this done.
Most of them are sitting at home watching this. Thank you guys.
Thank you guys again for being here from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. We'll see you next year.
Yeah.